From collab skins holding the tiniest secret to something everyone missed, these are 50 insane details in Fortnite Part 2. Right above Shady Stilts, you can find a nice statue of Fishstick. Well, that's what we all thought until we checked it with thermal vision. Yeah, not exactly a statue, Fishstick might actually be trapped inside. Collabs nowadays always have secrets, and one of my favorites from this season is hidden in the Transformers contrail. Combo this with every skin in the game and you'll see the Autobots logo. But Fortnite secretly changes for Optimus Primal, where instead you'll find the Maximals. You can also find details in original cosmetics like Treezy. With each elim in the match, he changes colors like a real tropical frog, and you can even hear him make a sound every time. Now, thankfully, it won't take as much effort to find the secret in the Sunny Stroll emote, which is hiding a Rift Butterfly for anyone who does it for long enough. The same goes for Stormy Slog, but this time, if you're patiently waiting, you'll get struck by lightning. Another secret cosmetic is Bender's back bling. Not only is his son from the show, but he's also reactive, and if you're wearing this little guy and take damage, he'll start crying. Even the Icon series is full of hidden details, and one of the best has to be Chica's wholesome tribute. Take a closer look at the pickaxe, and you'll see Ida, a tribute to her grandmother.
And hopefully she's proud. She always will be in the game with me.
And the collab details keep coming with this mole on Padme's face. Pretty neat detail, but it's not just to match the character, because it's actually based on Natalie Portman's mole in real life. More noticeable things are still fun to spot too, like when the new Terminator collab dropped with Tiny Peely driving the truck. And that is nothing compared to one of the craziest details Epic's ever made. We got to explore the IO's base in the Imposters mode, but take a look at Jonesy's closet and you'll notice the Tuesday suit is missing. This ties all the way back to how he jumped into the 0 point after the Galactus event and never returned. You probably guessed it by now, that happened on a Tuesday. Don't let that detail take away from one of the coolest backblings, and I mean that literally. The snow cone melts when your health is low and will actually fill back up as you heal. In Chapter 1, we all knew Fortnite made their own versions of popular heroes like Wonder Woman or Iron Man, but hardly anyone noticed the fake Cyclops skin right out of the X-Men. Axiom has the same color scheme, laser eye mask, and even a giant X on his back. There's also another secret imposters that roasted tons of players. If you're ordering pizza in the cafeteria, take a look at the options, and you'll notice that pineapple is labeled as Psycho. And if you visited the ski lodge in Chapter 2, you probably heard the music blasting at the disco, but what a lot of players missed is that you could actually customize it. Pickaxing the turntables would turn you into a DJ, because of course, it would switch the song playing. Epic also went all in with the latest Star Wars event by adding something only the most dedicated fans would notice. After the third week, the menu turned red, and the symbols at the bottom could be translated from Aurebesh to read Order 66. But one of the most realistic features in-game could only be seen when using certain items. You ever notice anything fire doesn't cast a shadow? Well, that's because flames in real life are the same, and so the level of detail here, it's incredible. The Futurama collab is so much love put in that Bender has over 50 unique voice lines. After you hire him, he'll follow you around and reference tons of episodes, with one of the best being, "Didn't I have a baby with you once?" It only happens when you interact with the vending machine because that's how his son is born in the show. But there's one prop in game that wins the award for being the cutest. On the Chapter 3 map, you can find this watering can in the shape of a pink elephant, a tiny addition that a dev had to go out of their way for. Just like one of the most useful emotes in the game, Swag Shot. You can use it to measure the actual height of any skin, and you'll find out that Peely is nearly 7 feet tall, while Optimus Prime barely reaches 6. For anyone with the escapist umbrella, you might have missed a secret design this whole time. You had to win the Impossible Escape LTM to get it, which is why the caveman drawings in the top depict the entire mode, running from raptors, collecting parts, and even flying away in the choppa. But I'm more impressed that they put so much attention into Breezabelle's crew pack. Swinging the wand pickaxe creates bubbles, and they even have the oily rainbow effect just like in real life. There are 2 hidden references on a skin you would never expect. Kit Bash has been around for a while, and his Cat Bash style has Meowscles' ancient earpiece, and even a heart with links on his belt. Some tiny details, but not as small as the reactive jets on Mecha Strike Commander. Whenever you sprint or jump, the boosters on the arm will shoot out red flames. While most things are added for extra detail, some are secretly foreshadowing the future. On Malik's shield, you could see a hand reaching out of goo, exactly like the teasers for Chrome at the end of the same season. But right now, you can unlock Trace, who's reactive to this emote, which no one really noticed. Normally it has blue water, but equipped as Rebel style, and it changes to green. There are other emotes that also have a hidden variant. When it comes to burpee, you'll either do the normal exercise or show off your terrible manners. So if you want to hide after that, the Shadow Bomb is a good way to get cover, but if you ever zoomed in on it, you realize the top has been a dragon head this entire time. Sometimes Epic can be funny with their jokes, and they didn't hold back when it came to the Tat Axe. The description might seem strange, but regrets is actually misspelled on purpose to mock people who get tattoos spelled wrong. It's even a scene from We're the Millers.
Hey, what is this one?
Oh, this?
That's my credo. No regrets.
Pay even more attention to cosmetics from now on, because sometimes Fortnite uses them to tease the future. Back in Season 8, you could pick up the Crossroads pickaxe, which had signs for Tilted Road and Pleasant Ave. But the word delete scribbled over it wasn't for nothing, because at the end of the season, they did exactly that. Fast forward to Chapter 2 and we got Midas, one of the most popular skins in the game. But it wasn't until recently that players started to notice the detail in his tattoos. From 24K under the chin, to Midas written on his neck, and even Marigold on the leg. But there is one feature in the game that hardly any players got to see. If there's a raptor chasing you down, it might not be the best option to hide in the house, because these guys could open doors just like in Jurassic Park. You probably heard the saying that a UFO sighting is likely just a weather balloon. So when Epic added a little ship as a backbling during Season 7, they took the conspiracy and ran wild, giving it the perfect name. It's not the only time they've taken a joke from real life, because when we were able to run around in imposters, you might have seen this TV. The IO logo is bouncing around just like the iconic DVD menu, and it could even land in the corner of the screen. But if anything is attention to detail, it's the remix paintings in Deadpool's yacht. Inside, you can find a bunch of famous pictures like the Scream, but instead of the originals, Deadpool somehow snuck his way into every single one. One of the craziest features that Fortnite's ever added was one they had to remove instantly. For a short time in Chapter 1, your character's mouth would mime what you said on voice chat. It was a hilarious addition, but after only a week, it was cut. When Epic added the Fortnite pickaxe, they secretly made it inclusive for everyone. That is why there's an alternate style that switches the way you hold the utensils, just in case you're a lefty. One thing we were all holding in Season 4 was the explosive goo gun. It was pretty OP, but if you paid attention to the canister as you fired, it would actually drain the goo. Small detail not a lot of people noticed, and it even filled back up when reloading. So if you thought the IO was gone, just take a look at your own inventory. They're the ones that made the gold we've been using for years, with their logo imprinted on every bar. They're also on playing cards. You can see their logo on the back, and instead of hearts or spades on the front, it's all of their symbols and glyphs. We're all familiar with the food fight between Durr Burger and Pizza Pit, but there is one rivalry that a lot of people missed. In Butter Barn, you can see that Mancake had a wanted poster of Guaco with a bounty reward of 100 million. If you've ever wondered how Fortnite managed to make a pizza so healthy that it heals you, it's actually because of the toppings. Open up the box and you'll see slices of slurp mushrooms on all the pieces. Another amazing attention to detail has to do with John Wick. Whenever you equip him in the lobby, you'll notice that he has his iconic silenced pistol from the movie. This gets even better with the skin, because if you use the damage style and the bulletproof emote, it makes the bullet casings fall off of his suit. If you watch the trailer for Vibin' and wonder why Vader used the Force on his own stormtrooper, it's actually so he's tall enough to go on the ride. A clever reference to this line from the movie.
Too short for a stormtrooper?
But did you know there's one emote that lets you fail at dancing? When you do Slap Happy, there's a small chance that the music will be out of tune and even the crowd will boo you. But to spot this next secret, you'll have to own two different skins. We all know that Midas and Oro have the same scar, but the mystery only gets deeper when you notice he has the same ring and pattern on his Midas Rex suit. One of my favorite details is found when you equip the Lack Pack. On the side of the carton is a missing poster for Jonesy, which is from when he entered the loop and got trapped. One of the most relatable emotes is Snackin'. We've all tried to throw food in our mouths only to fail, and Epic knew this. If you wait long enough, your character will try and just completely miss. One of the hardest weapons to find has a story that's been hiding in plain sight. Marksman 6-shooter was an exotic for a few seasons, but if you zoomed in, you notice tally marks all over it. It's meant to be a Western weapon, so this could be for days spent in prison or for how many people it's taken out. Something else Epic put way too much time into is the Uncharted collab. If you watch the movie, you'll know the treasure map was based on the same one they steal, but in Fortnite, they replaced the real world with a Chapter 3 island, so it fit a little better. Since there are so many loading screens in the game, it's nearly impossible to spot all the hidden secrets, but there's one in particular where Fortnite decided to go all out. The Parallel universe was exclusive to the crew, but teased things like the Alien season, Vox Hunter, and even the Foundation's banner. Our final detail revolves around one Fortnite trailer where if you blink, you'll miss it. The video for Imposters shows a janitor about to clean Jones's office, but pause and you'll notice it's all cracked and broken. You're wondering why? It's the same wreckage caused from the Galactus event. That's 50 more insane details on Fortnite. It's been Tommy and Kibbit here on Top 5 Gaming.